Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 212 of the Level Up program and day number 52 of the Brown Belt. We're going to be shooting from stick left 1 again today. And if you're new to the program, this is all about my dice shooting journey and learning how to shoot the dice, as well as practicing a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee, the code today is P9E8T2. And you can also click on that live button on the Crapsee table and I'll bring you to this video as well. In the chat, we've got two-wheel pair of dice. Who is first in the chat? Good morning. And then we got Roger from OMC Crapsee, of JR, Coach Joe, and Kevin from CRC. So watch out for deer, everyone, and let's get the show on the road. Again, like I said, we're going to be shooting from stick left 1. We're going to be using our 3-finger front par grip with a par style toss. So again, we're going to be grabbing the dice on its top edge there, rather than my old grip, which was the Yuri grip, which is grabbing it on the edges of the dice. Okay, so 5-4-5-4 is going to be our dice set to start off with, and we're going to go with $10 pass line bet. We're going to start slow. I have had actually 2 tosses to warm up, and that's it. I did not do anything more than that. So we're going to go $10 pass line bet. We're going to go $2 craps check. And we are ready to go. Make sure you press that button that's saying that you're ready in Crapsee. We have 6 people playing in Crapsee right now, and we've got 8 people watching on YouTube. So it's a slow start for a Monday morning for everyone. It took a little bit for me to get out of bed this morning to get the kids off to school and to get the live stream set. It was a late night last night with the Craps chat. So I'm waiting for people to press a button, and we're going to say all bets set here. And dice out. Dice split apart a little bit in midair, and they did cross at the end. We have a 1-2. That would be the Alfredo sauce, the ace deuce. So we're going to get through this first shooter, and then we'll talk about some of the stuff that happened this weekend since Friday. Good morning, Randy. And good morning, Frida. So we're going to go with the $10 pass line again. That craps check did pay out on that come out, so that's why we do that. So we're going to go again, $10 pass line bet. We're going to go with a $2 craps check. We're sticking with the 5-4-5-4 hardware set. That was 1 dice off axis on that last one. Again, with that hardware set, it's really easy to see if it's off axis, because if a 1 or a 6 is showing, that means that the dice is off axis, that it rolled either in or out, exported or imported, and all bets set here. Dice out. Dice split apart a little bit when they left my fingers together. We have 1 dice off axis, but this time we have the KitchenAid mixer, the 1-5-6. So 6 will be our first point for the day. Oh, thank you, Kevin, for the KPI roll tracker update there. Let's see, we had an ace deuce. And we had a 1-5-6. That should have us up to date. I appreciate the reminder. So anyhow, we're going to go with a 66 inside, and then we'll $10 on the 4 and 10. So that's actually a 70, 86 across type thing. And we're going to go $10 in pass line odds. So we have a total of $88 on the table right now. And again, we're going to stick with that 5-4-5-4 hardware set. And dice out. And we have a 235, the Justice 5. That would be from Justice Gen, which is a hotly debated topic lately between the 235 and a 4610, on which dice set Jen gets. And I believe Brian has rolled over, has not rolled over. He is superseded. He has he has said, hey, Joe, the 235 is a Justice Gen, not the 4610. Whatever it is. Anyhow, we got a 5 on that one. We're going to do a 22 inside pressure. So we've got the 4 and 10 still at $10. We have $20 at a 5 and 9. We have 24 and at 8 with a $10 pass line odds. $23 brought back to the rack. 5454 dice set, and we're gonna go all bet set here. Dice out. A little short on that landing zone, but we have a 538. So 538. It's dice are switched around on a table. The left one was the 5. So that's gonna be our second hit on this shooter. We're gonna look for one more hit here before we bring on our bets. Let's actually pressure inside 22 again. So we're gonna actually put $15 in pass line odds, 25 on 5 and 9, 30 on that 8. Still 4 and 10 are at $10. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is so that way I can get to an across bet. If I would take the bets down right now, I would have enough for 44 inside. Good morning, Mike. New Mexico. Wow. Okay. Heading home. Well, safe travels, my friend. But anyway, I would go 44 inside. Everything would be bought and paid for. But let's see if we can get to 64 cross bet level with this next roll. All bets set. Make sure you press that button, guys, in order for your bets to count. Peace out. And we have an ace deuce again. 1, 2, 3, Alfredo sauce. I have not playing the ATS here, but if I was playing the ATS, I would only need the 2 and 4 for the small right now. We need a bunch of them for the tall. We're going to stay with our same bets here. 5, 4, 5, 4 dice set. Good morning, Alfredo. It is an early morning for us. A few of us were on the Craps chat last night, and we'll get into talking about that in a little bit here. We got 5, 4, 5, 4 dice set and dice out. And we have a roll away there. Kind of looked like one dice landed on top of the other, but we have a 4, 2, 6. So that is our point. We hit the point. And that's going to be what we're looking for to get back to that break even and then some here. So we're going to be going back to that $10 pass line bet. We're going to go with the $2 crap check. All of our box numbers are turned off right now. We have $79 brought back to the racks. We definitely have enough to do the 64 crossed. Let's see where we end up with after we get this come out, looking for a new point. So Randy's asking if there's still a problem going on with Crapsee and iPhone. There should not be any problems. Just make sure that you update the app on your phone and that you clear any caches that you have, caches or however you say it. And everything should be working. I'm using a PC to enter the results, so everything should be coming across pretty decent. But again, we got $10 pass line bet, $2 craps check, and we'll go all bet set here. 10 people on Crapsee right now, and we've got 14 people watching on YouTube. Dice out. And we have a 437. It's a good time to get that. And like Alfredo says, do not work that come out. So 437. So that does not affect us at all because we actually make a couple dollars off of that. But now we're going to up that pass line at $20 and we're going to actually get back. We're going to get onto the ATS because we've not been on the ATS yet. So let's go $20 pass line bet. We're going to go $3 craps check now. And we're going to go 555 on that ATS. So we actually made a couple dollars off that last roll. Sticking with that 5-4, that was a double pitch, by the way, with something we do not want to see. Good morning, SJ. So yeah, Randy, with the Crapsee, just if you're using an iPhone now, make sure you update the app, go to the iStore or whatever it's called, update the app, and then make sure that you clear your cache in your phone, which is your history essentially, and that should get you up and running. If not, make sure you drop a line to Crapsee. They're the ones that'll actually be able to help you through the situation and hopefully resolve any problems that you might have. So that's out. Oops, those were good, but they felt a little twisted. There we go. That's out. A little bit short in that landing zone again. They did twist. We have a ace deuce. Alfredo saw us getting the 2-1-3 this time. So that is our third ace deuce that we've thrown today so far. That is one dice off axis. And like I have said in the past, I normally do a one dice off axis throw. So that craps check paid out at ATS did count. We're going to go back to the $20 pass line bet. Stick with the 5-4. And we're going to call that all bet set. Make sure you press that button here, people. And dice up. And another ace deuce. Talk about repeatability here, guys. 4 ace deuces that we've had since we've started today. And that's only out of 9 rolls. Wow. That is one dice off axis on one die, and the other die, that is a double pitch, I believe, of the dice. So yeah, it's a double pitch of the dice on the other side. So kind of risky on that one, guys. Kind of risky, but it is what it is. Again, we're going $20 pass line bet. We actually make $1 every time that happens. Actually, no, we made a little bit more than that every time that happens because that ATS is still intact yet. So, all bet set and dice out. Dice are now counted, we'll regrip them. And dice out. They split apart a little bit in midair. We have a 5-2 Bruce, the 2-5 Bruce version. It is a come out yet, so we are still protected with that pass line bet here. It's a pass line winner that covers our ATS. It's considered a natural. $91 brought back to the rack so far. We're going to go 555 on that ATS again. We're going to go $3 crap check. Still at that $20 pass line bet. So that is our second double pitch so far of the day today. Out of 10 throws. So it's 1/5 of our throws are double pitch. Probably about 6/10 are one dice off axis. And I'll bet set here. Dice up. And we have a 1-4-5, the horse and buggy. So 5 will be our new point. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our bets down here, and we're going to go to the what should we go? 64, 74, 84. Let's go to 66 inside. So we're going to go 66 inside, and we're going to go with $10 on the 4 and 10. So we have $88 brought back. No, that's going to be too much. Let's go just at the 64 cross bet level here. Oops. So we have $88 brought back to rack. We have 89 on the table, and that's because of that pass line and ATS that brings our bets up a little bit higher. We're going to go again 5454. And we'll call it all bet set. We had a couple people drop off of Crapsee, not really sure why. Oh, they're back again. You're welcome, Randy. I'm glad it's working. And all bet set. Dice out. Dice crossed at the end, and we have a 369 center field 9. That's one dice off axis again. That's our first 9 for the day. And what we're going to do with that is we are going to just press that 9 up to 15. So we're going to just put $5 out on the table. We'll bring the rest of it back to the rack. So we're at 102. Whoops, I'm going to clear that out, guys. Make sure you redo your bets again. I cleared it out because I pressed the button way too fast for you guys. Let you guys get your bets in. We're going to stick with a 5454 hardway set. So that was my fault on that. Make sure that you do put your bets back in. We're going to be on roll number 13 here coming up. So make sure you repress that button here, guys, saying you're ready. Let me give you just a little bit because that was my fault for hitting it so soon. So yesterday was Craps Chat. We had Alfredo, myself, Leon from Great Craps. We had Dr. Dan. We had Ryan from Mark the Point. Who else did we have on there last night? Obviously, John was there. Jeff was there. Dylan was actually working again. So congratulations to Dylan to get healthy enough to get back to working. He's driving somewhere in Florida, I believe. Trying to think who else is on the Dustin one was on there. He made an appearance, so it was a good show last night, and had some very good conversations. 5454 hardware set here. Dice out. A little shorter in that landing zone. We got lucky, and we have a 5-5 Old Bay Bushel, the hard 10. So we talked a little bit about DI last night. We talked a little bit about favorite casinos last night. Make sure you go check the show out, guys. It was an awesome show. We're going to go to $15 on that 4 and 10. And we had a surprise visit from Chris from Sideshow Gamble. So he is back in the States again. Welcome back, Chris. You are duly missed. Hopefully we get some fresh content coming out to you pretty darn soon. Brian from Holy Roller, thank you, Roger. Brian from Holy Roller, how can I forget him? He was on there as well, and he had some very good information about Crapsee cruising. One thing that was not covered last night, which we did cover during the after show, was the congratulations to Brian on being the hard hat winner for last month. Greatly deserved. You guys put out lots of great content. If you haven't checked his channel out, make sure you do. 5454, I said. And we have a 5-6 Midmo Yo, the 6-5 actually. Midmo Yo, that'd be Cheeto coming to us from above. That does nothing for our bets. It does help us with the ATS though. Oh, he did post a video last night late. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I got up this morning a little bit late and had to rush the kids off to school and then get ready for the show here. So I did not get a chance to watch anything from last night. So I'm interested to see how or what his video was, what it was and how it went. So 545 hardy set. We're keeping our bets the same. 120 brought back to the rack, 104 on the table, and all bets set. He's out. Dice crossed. We have a 4-5-9, the Big Mac hard 9. Jeff from Middle End to Craps. So that's another thing we talked about last night during the Craps chat was they asked us about the 2-3-5 dice set. I went through and it talked about how I'm coming up with the different dice calls. This one, in fact, was not brought up by me. It was actually brought up by a guy named Frank, who's on Jeff's channel all the time. Frank was the one that actually came up with the hard 9. I believe he has a hard 5 also. Not really sure how that works. But anyway, we got the 9 on that one, so we're going to bring that 9 up to $25. And we're going to go $10 pass line odds. So 141 brought back to the rack, 124 on the table. Sticking with the hard way set until we get through this shooter. Good morning, Marble Fork. So Crapsee froze up on you. That must be on your end. It was working fine here. Make sure you get in and out. Should reset it. And it's out. Dice crossed again, but we have a 2-4-6, a 2x4. Yeah, everything's working fine here for Crapsee, guys. If you're having Crapsee problems, make sure that you log in and log out. I have not seen any problems with it, and I'm not really sure about everybody else. That was a 6 there, so we're going to bring that 18 or that 6 up, 6 and 8 up to $18. And we are now at the next level, that 96 cross level on all the bets except for the 9, which is at the 5 and 9, which is at the $25 level. So 5-4. And all bets set. So that's the problem with going down to this $10 minimum bet unit is it takes us 16 rolls about to get into the point where we're actually in a good position to start making money and really start pressing these bets up. If you play at a higher level, you get to this level faster, obviously, so it's not as hard to make money. But when you have a limited bankroll, this is what you got to do. Dice out. And I don't know why I just did that, guys. I don't know if you noticed that, but we have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. But I don't know if you guys noticed that. I just did it without even thinking. I used the Yuri grip on that last throw instead of the 3-finger front par grip. So we're going to go back to that again. You're looking for field numbers, Ken, huh? I threw a ton of ace deuces there. Field numbers have been limited today. This one dice off axis on this last throw. So I don't know why I used the Yuri grip, but it just happened and it worked out nice. So Two Wheel Paradise is saying that a good call for the 2 aces is single ladies. They always show up in pairs. That's awesome. We actually call the ace, the double aces, the magic aces after Larry for Magic Aces. But I do like that call. That is very cool. We threw a 4 in that last one, so we're going to go $25 on that 4. And we're going to call that all bet set here. Again, with the hardware set, 182 brought back to the rack, 146 on the table. Pays out. And the dice kind of bounced, slid in, and died, but we have a 2-5 Bruce. So that brings us to the end of this shooter. We did make some money off of it. We got an 18 roller. Would have liked to seen that gone a little bit longer, but we've actually made just under $40 profit off of that. So if we would have had a couple more hits, we actually would have been looking around that $100. So Alfredo goes, single lady seems PG enough. I agree with that. It is a pretty cool dice call there. But anyhow, let's go to $20 pass line bet again. We're going to go with $3 craps check. We're going to go 555 on an ATS. That was one of the things that was called out last night too, was whether you work to come out or whether you don't. And I took that as whether I put a pass line bet out or not. It could be working your box numbers and all that stuff. I mean, that's a personal choice. I know a lot of people say don't work it. I normally do not work my come outs. But if a pass line if I include the pass line bet, the pass line helps me protect against that ATS bet. And then I also have a craps check that helps protect that pass line a little bit. If I'm on the opposite side of the table from where the shooter is, I usually do not play a pass line bet. I'll either do a craps check and any 7 bet. If I'm on the same side of the table as what the shooter is, then I'll do the pass line bet. And the question was, why do you do that? And John brought that up in Pro Craps. And the reason I do that is because I try to minimize the amount of landmines that are down on the opposite end of the table from the shooter, so they have less things to worry about. And if I'm standing next to somebody that actually has a pass line bet, in or around that landing zone for that person, I'll ask them to move their bets around. I always play the guard on the end to help that shooter so they have a clear pass or a landing zone in that. Good morning, Navaldo. There's a nice crowd today. There's a decent crowd. We have 14 people watching, but all bets set here, guys. We had 3 double pitches during the last rollout, so we're going to stick with that hardway set that seems to be working right now. If the double pitches start appearing more, we'll switch over to the 3V dice set. But 5454 hardway set, and let's get going. Dice out. Shooter number 2. A little bit long on that. We have another 5-2 Bruce, another double pitch. So that's 2 double pitches in a row. Let's switch over to that 3V dice set. Actually, let's do this one. So let's look at the chart. I mentioned last night in the Craps chat that I will flip over to this chart every so often, which is a simplified version of George from CY's dice matrix. So are your rolls mostly 1 dice off axis? Yes, they are. Are you double pitching, double inputting, double exporting? I'm starting a double pitcher. So let's try the 4224 dice, which I normally don't do a lot of. Let's try doing that once, at least for a few rolls. So we're going to go to 4224. And now with this dice set, it's going to take me a little bit to adjust as far as reading the dice, because this is one of the dice sets I'm not really super familiar with. We're going to go back up with that $3 craps check. We're going to go back up with the ATS $20 pass line bet. We're going to call that all bet set. And dice out. So 4224 is a Kissing Aces dice set. Dice out. Dice did cross. We have a 167 this time. And I do not like the result of that. Again, it's not a dice that I'm super familiar with. What to do? I'm going to switch over to that 3V dice set really quick. I know this is a little bit of a jumping around type thing, but we got to find something that's going to work on a consistent basis with us. So we're going to go 3-2-3-6, and we're going to go into a rhythm rolling. So again, $3 craps check, 555 on the ATS. And Alfredo always says that the 3V dice set is a good dice set that hits every number, and it's a good dice set that you can use for that ATS bet. So all bets set here. Dice out. Dice cross again. This time we have a 2-3-5 Justice 5. So 5 will be our new point. Comfortable with the shooting here, so we're going to go with the 160 across bet level. So we're going to up the bets just a little bit. We're going to go with the $10 pass line odds. And we have a 2-3, so we're going to roll that towards us. We'll put a 2 on the inside. We'll put a 3 on that inside. So we're going to have a cross sixes set on the bottom. Remember, the 3V dice set has in its family the 2V set as well as the cross sixes set. And this is going to be cross sixes on the bottom this time. They sucked. The mixing bowl just slightly, guys. We got lucky. We got a 314 Joe from Craps Master Journey. 314. That'll be enough for us to go with a 32 across pressure. And still bring a little bit back to the rack then. Roll the dice back towards us. We have a 3 on the inside. We have a 1 on the inside. That gives us an upside down 2V on the top. And we're going to go all bets set here and dice out. Dice crossed again, guys, and unfortunately we did not get too far here. We have a 6-1-7, ouch. So that's been kind of an MO lately where my first shooter's been doing well, second one's been doing bad, and then usually the third one starts back again doing well. Last Friday we had 4 shooters and 3 of them did really good last Friday. So make sure you check it out. So we're gonna have to start over, do a little catch up here now. We made about just under 40 bucks on that first shooter. We lost 157 on this one. $20 pass line bet. Let's go to, yeah, we'll stick with $20 pass line, $3 craps check, and 555 on the ATS. I was thinking about doubling the bets down for this one shooter, but that has gotten us in trouble last week doing that. We'll try this 3-1 or 3-2-3-6 again, see what happens. If we get another early 7, we'll have to go back to that hard way set. So 3-2-3-6 dice set and all bet set. Dice out. And we have a 4-6-10. That'd be Waylon's best friend way in the end, Daddy Joe. So that is a single pitch, I believe, of the die. I'll have to look at that once. 4-6 is the call here. We're going to go to 160 across again, bet level. So 10 is our point. So we had a 4-6, and that was a 3-2. So that was a double pitch of the left eye and primary of the other one. So that's fine with this dice set. So anyway, we're going to roll the 4 and 6 towards us. We'll go 4 on the inside. We'll go 6 on the inside. Gives us an upside down 2V dice set. All bets set and dice out. Wow, I don't know what the hell that was, guys. I threw the dice up, they stuck, they went up in the air, they came down, they went up actually higher than normal, came down, they stuck with a 4-3-7, ouch. Terrible dice mechanics on that one, guys. Terrible, 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 terrible. And that is the stupid results. So 2 losers in a row. I'm not going to consider that the dice set in the last one. That was a shooter error. Damn it. Okay, we got to do some reclamation here. We need to do some cleanups and come back. And we are going to shoot for the moon this time, guys. We really are. We're going to go 10-5-10 on the ATS. We're going to go with $40 on the pass line. And we're going to go $7 on that ATS, or crap check. I'm sorry, crap check. 7 pays out 49. We need to cover 65, so we're gonna go. Let's go $10 on the craft check. Call it even. Okay, 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. We're gonna go all bet set here, and let's get these bets. Get a little bit of recovery in here. Dice out. And we have a 2, 4, 6, 2x4. So 6 will be our point. And my bankroll is getting low, so let's see what we're doing, what we can do for bankroll. We have $419 left. Let's go 220 inside. And that leaves us 259 left. Let's go actually, let's go to 320 across bet level. So we're gonna go $50 on the 4 and 10. That's a buy bet. $50 on the 5 and 9. We got 60 on the 8. Let's go $20 pass line odds. And we're gonna leave it at that. The 2 and 4 is on top. We'll roll it back towards us to go 2 on the inside, 4 on the inside. That gives us cross 6s on the top, and all bets set. Face out. Dice cross at the end, guys. Oh my God, we're gonna get off this dice set here. 617. Oh my God. Okay, obviously that 3V dice set's not for us today. And again, we're gonna go back to that hardware set. Guys, I'm gonna do something that I normally do not do. I'm gonna do a rebuy. I'm gonna rebuy myself. So I have to submit it in and bring it back up to $1,500. And we gotta do, that's an ouch, Marvel Fork. Yes, it is. Anybody need rebuys, let me know. We're gonna go for the gusto one more time here. $40 pass line bet. We're gonna go $10 craps check. We're gonna go 10, 5, 10 on the ATS. So Two-Wheel Paradise is down $49 for the day. I'm down a lot more than that, but I've been kind of going for the gusto here. And at first, if you get that 0.7 out, which we had 2 of them, guys, and that's the real killer for our bankroll. And then that shooter number 2 we got, I should have regressed. I did not. So we only got 5 rolls, and I should have been at that break even pretty much at that point. So all bets set here. Let's go this shooter. We have 20 minutes left. Hopefully we make it the full 20 minutes plus on this shooter. 5454 hard rate set. Peace out. And we have a 235 Justice 5. So if you're playing dark side in those last 2 shooters, that was your best situation. You're saying kissing set 6446 is what Alfredo's saying. We're gonna go with the 320 across the bet level again. We'll try to take 2 hits at this. We'll go $20 pass line odds. And I'm sorry, I hit the button a little bit faster, guys. Red Eye wants to let you guys know if I'm going to all 7. I'm gonna stick with the I'll try Alfredo's here, the 6446 once. 6446, and that would be the kissing 5s on the inside. That's all. And we have a 415. So that would be a buckshot. Horse and buggy. So that brought $60 back to the rack. Let's stick with that. Let's go down to $20 on that pass line now. And we're going to go with a $6 crap check. So that'd be 20, 30, 40, $45 we're going to cover. So that will cover 42. So that'll cover majority of the bet. Again, we're going to go with that 6446 dice set that Alfredo recommended, which is the kissing fives. Fives are on the inside of the dice. I'll bet set. Dice out. Ooh, that was a weird one, guys, but we have the magic aces. We have the 112. That right die, or the left die stuck, and the right die caught a corner and rolled way off. So that was a terrible, weird throw. But magic aces, I'll take that. That is one of the hard numbers to get there. That crap shack did pay for that, so we lost $3. Oh, actually, we made some money off of that because of the ATS stayed intact. That's right. So we're actually at $82 brought back to the rack. Let's go with a $25 pass line bet this time, and that would be $50 total we have to cover on that crap check. So let's go $7 on the crap check, and again 6446. And we'll go all bet set. Single age is locked in. Dice out. Hit the mixing bowl just a little bit. We have a 145, so we're back on that 5. That'd be a horse and buggy. Talk about consistency and repeaters there. That was not a repeater win, but that was a repeat throw or bet. So again, we are going to go to $25 pass line odds. All of our bets are at that 320 across bet level right now. We're going to get hopefully one more hit here, and it will come down on our bet. So 6446 is our dice set. And I'll bet set. Dice out. And the dice kind of did a weird roll in, but we have a 639 center field 9. It's like the one dice kind of went up on edge and just kind of wobbled down. But that was a nice hit there. So we're going to be able to bring our bets down now. And let's go to the 96 across bet level. So that would be 145 brought back to rack. We have 131 on the table, so we're into profit on this shooter. It is roll number 6 coming up here. 6446 is the dice set. You press that button, everyone, please. And we're going to call that all bet set here and dice out. The left die stuck. We have a double degen, a 3-3 heart 6. So I'm getting in a situation now where one or both of the dice are sticking to the table. Remember, my table is a semi-bouncy table, so if I can get them to stick, that's a pretty challenging thing to do. We're going to go to, we're going to drop in $3. We're going to go to $30 on that 6 and 8. So we're going to take the profits from the shooter, drop in 3, and it'll go to 30 on a 6 1/8, so we're decent pressing level there. 6 4 4 6. So that was a double pitch on one of the die and a single pitch on the other. So ultimately that was a single pitch. That was an on-axis throw. And all that's set. Face up. Dice were not centered on my fingers, so we'll regrip them. And we have a 1 6 7. Ouch. So the left one did not make it all the way to the end of the back wall. And that was one of the things that Fiddle talked about last night. Is not on the cruise ships, they were talking about how if both dice do not touch the back wall, especially in Royal Caribbean, and I was on Royal Caribbean, but if both dice do not touch back wall, they'll call it a no throw no matter what the result is. And Alfredo made a comment about how he wants both of his back dice or dice to hit the back wall, because if they don't, then that usually is a bad throw for him. And that was a great example of that right there. Let's do this. We'll go one more shooter, guys. We're going to go all 7 sets. I'm warning you right now, Red Eye. Here's your all 7 set. And again, we're going to go $40 pass line bet. We're going to go 10, 5, 10 on that ATS. We're going to go with a $10 craps check. So we're going to go 6, 5, 1, 2. And all bet set. Dice out. And we have a 6-5 mid-mo yo during the come out here. So 6-5 mid-mo yo cheer from above. So we're going to go back up with a $25 pass line bet this time. And we're going to go with a $7 craps check. Again, we're going to go with the 6-5, 1, 2. And we'll call it all bet set. Red Eye wants some height on the dice. Is out. And that height did not work out in your favor, Red Eye. So this is not my day here, guys. 3-4-7. So this is a 3-4-7. That is a natural come out. So we still are in the running here. But I'm gonna stick with that all 7 set. Again, we're gonna go $7 craps check. We're gonna go down to 5-5-5 on that ATS. So actually we're gonna go 30, 40. We're gonna go to $7 craps check. We're gonna go 5-5-5 on ATS. So we have a $25 pass line bet. Sticking with that 5-6-5 2 or 1-2. 6-5 1-2. All bet set. These out. And we have a 2-4-6. So our point will be 6. Again, we're going to go with that 320 across bet level. And that's going to allow us to go $25 pass line odds. Good morning, Phil. I did not do my stretches this morning. I was running late, so I was trying to get everything together and get everything up and running. It takes me about 20 to 30 minutes to get the show ready, get all the lights turned on, the computers turned on, Crapsee working, everything behind the scenes and that. So tribute to Chiro on Big AZ show tonight. So make sure you guys do watch that. If I know what it is a special bet that they put out for Chiro during the last Big AZ show or gathering in Las Vegas. So make sure you guys check it out. From what I understand, it is a pretty amazing bet. You know, it was a bet made for the dealers, I believe. But make sure you guys check that out tonight on Big AZ. Thanks for the reminder, Roger. Peace out. And we have a 246, so we buckshotted that point. 246. So again, consistency is what you're seeing today. Unfortunately, some of the consistency was not the best results, but we are seeing a lot of repeatability in the dice here. So we're going to go $25 pass line bet again, $7 craps check, and we're going to go 555 on an ATS, which is intact. Sticking with that all 7 set. 6512. And all bets set here, guys. Dice out. 17, 18 people watching on YouTube. 10 people playing Crapsee. Dice out. And we have a 5-4 Big Mac hard 9. So 9 will be our new point. And what we're going to do here is we are going to move that $50 that's on the 9 over to the 6. We'll make it look like 60. And we're going to pull $25 in pass line odds. We're going to take one more hit here, and then we're going to bring our bets down after that. 6512. Speed roll number 6 for this shooter. And all bets set. Hit that mixing bowl just a little bit, guys. We have a 246. So that's our third 6 that we've thrown for this shooter. So that might be something you might want to consider when placing your bets. But we got enough here to bring our bets down now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the 96 cross bet level. It's 134 brought back to the rack, 121 on the table because of the ATS bet and that pass line bet. Stick with the all 7s, the 16512. Thank you to Little Paradise. Everybody have a great week, he says. And back to you, my friend. All bets set. Peace out. And we have a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So that's our 4th 6 for this shooter out of 7 throws. So that means we're going to actually, normally what I would do now is I would go from $18 on a 6 and 8 to $30 on a 6 and 8. We're just going to go right to $30 on that 6. No, we'll go to 42 on that 6. Make it look like 42 since we've hit that so many times here. And see if we can get $50 brought back to the rack. Actually, 49 for that one. So 155 brought back to the rack, 145 on the table against 6512. And all bets set here. Dice out. Good morning, Nemo. Dice are not even for me, so we'll regrip them. There we go. Dice out. And we got a 3-2-5, Justice 5. So we got lucky. Nemo said hi. We avoided his number. We're close to his number. We avoided it though. So that's a good thing. So we're into safe now. So that is a 5 there. We're going to make that 5 look like $25. And again, 6552. I'm sorry, 6512. And all but set. Press that button, everyone, please. And all but set. They crossed at the end. We have a 538 this time. That would be the 8 came easy. So we're going to bring that 8 up to $30. So that would be 197 brought back to the rack, 167 on the table. 6512 hardways are all 7 set. We're going to hit the double digits finally here on the second shooter for the day. This is shooter number 6, by the way. We have 3 really fast shooters there. Shooter number 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4, and 5 were kind of fast, but I'll bet set here. Dice out. Yeah, we have the Old Bay Bushel, the hard 10, 5-5 hard 10. That was a little bit long of a throw, a little bit too close to the back wall. They went up, they hit, they came right back down. They didn't go anywhere, but that was a little bit harder of a throw because of the length of it. But we're going to go to $25 on that 4 and 10. So now we have every, whoops. We're going to go $25 buy bet. There we go. So we have everything up to that 160 cross bet level and then some. So we're in a very good position here for pressing our bets up and making a little bit of money now. So 6512. And all bet set. Days out. Dice crossed. We have a 3-5-8. 3-5-8. 8 came easy again. So that's our second 3-5 for the day, or for this shooter. So seeing some repeatability here. We're going to make that 8 look like $42. So we brought a little bit of money back to recover from what we did earlier, from our loss earlier. Again, I pressed my luck a little bit on that. And one of them paid off, one of them did not pay off. Actually, 2 of them did not pay off in a row there. And all bet set. 6512. And we have got OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. So that is going to help us with that ATS. All we need is the Midmo Yo, and we'll hit that tall. We're going to stick with the same bets on our table here, 6-5. So that was a primary on that side, and 1-2, and that was a double pitch on the other side. So this, all 7 saved us from that double pitch 7 off of the hard way there. So I'll bet set. Days out. Here we go. And we have a 415. I hit that mixing bowl. They both popped out evenly. So we're going to go to $35 on a 5. And we're going to pick up $10 in pass line odds. So 294 brought back the rack, 219 on the table. 6512. And all bets set. Dice out. Dice crossed at the end, guys. We have a 6-2 Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. Now, Leon from Great Craps wants me to call that the 6-2 Great 8 or something like that is what he wants me to call it. Oh, Joe, what, Nemo? I spotted Chicago something steel company online. Are they any good? I have no clue, dude. Chicago Steak Company. No clue, no clue. That's about a 3-hour drive from my house, 3.5-hour drive from my house. So anyhow, we're going to go to $60 on that 8. And 343 brought back to rack, 237 on the table. 6512. So that was a primary hit, that last one, and I'll bet set. That was not a primary because that would have been a bad result. I don't know what I'm thinking. It must have been a single bet. Anyhow, all bet set here, dice out. A little shorter in that landing zone. We got lucky. We have a 6-3 center field 9. So we're definitely, and that was our point, by the way. We definitely are hitting nice rolls now. Trying to find a steak company outside of Omaha Steaks. We have tons of farms around here. Just go to a farmer, ask him for a steak, and he'll cut up a cow for you. Sorry, that's not very PC. It's essentially what we do around here. Anyhow, that was a nice hit. We hit that 9. And we got a 6512 for our dice set. We are going to go to $15 pass line now. And we're going to go to a $5 craps check. And let's go all bets set. Sorry, Nemo, I couldn't resist that one. What was it, Tommy Boy one? I can tell you if a steak is good, or you can stick your head up the cow's behind and figure it out yourself. Oh, let's set here, dice out. Oh my God, Nemo, Nemo, Nemo. We're lucky we're on a come out here. We got a 5-2 Bruce. Maybe I need to stop picking on Nemo, guys. I apologize, Nemo. You are my friend. 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. That resets our ATS, unfortunately. Focus, he says, yes. Again, $15 pass line bet. We're going to go $20 pass line bet this time. We're going to go 555 on the ATS. We're going to go $3 craps check. And again, we're going to go 6512. And all bet set. That's out. Dice landed almost on top of each other. We have OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots. 6612 midnight. Well, that was a mouthful, but it came out pretty nice. I like the way that sounded. 6-6, that's craps check is going to pay out there. Our ATS is going to stay intact. We're going to go back up $15 on that craps check. I'm sorry, in the pass line. We're going to go stick with that $3 craps check. Stick with the L7 set. 6-5-1-2. That was a double pitch of the dice there. And all bets set. That was a bet, Nemo. I think Alfredo just called you out on it. And this is the second day in a row that Nemo's been on YouTube. And we have a 1-5. That would be the KitchenAid mixer. Again, if you have not heard, Chris from Sideshow Gamble is back in the States. Apparently, he did a video last time. I have to watch it once I'm done here. I would love to see him live or a fresh video again. And again, 6-5-1-2. Let's check to see what we're going to do with those bets. That was a 6. Point is a 6. We're going to take the $42 off. We're going to go to a $35 9. And we are going to go to, we're going to drop $25 on the pass line. So all bets set here, guys, and dice out. So this is our top shooter for the day right now. Or it will be in about 2 seconds. And dice out. And we have an Old Bay Bushel again, the 5-5 hard 10, which is a nice position to be in here now. So we had $25 on that. We're going to go to $50 on that 10. It is a good time to be back in the States right now. I would love to sit down with Chris sometime and just see the type of stuff that he may be involved in. I know that he's not allowed to talk about a lot of that stuff, but that stuff is makes me very curious. He did mention something about the Israel thing going on right now. I'm not sure how much that actually involves him, though. So all bets set here. And dice out. So Nemo will be back in November loading videos again. Dice out. And we have Magic Aces this time. 1-1-2. So that is the opposite side there. So we got the 2 hard ones all the way. So there should be no reason why we cannot hit that ATS bet, or at least part of it, on the shooter. That would be really nice if we could do that. So our bets will remain the same. We have 425 brought back to the rack. We have 260 on the table. 6-5-1-2. So we're just shy of the $200 profit so far. And I'll bet that. Good morning, Biff. And Nemo's not giving me a hard time. It's actually quite the opposite, Biff. It's actually me giving Nemo the hard time. But it's just too easy sometimes. But we are friends, so don't take that the wrong way, anyone, please. Dice out. And dice cross, we have a 4-1-5 horse and buggy. So I know my show is going a little bit longer than normal, guys. I do appreciate everybody sticking around. We're still at 17 people watching on YouTube, which is a very good result for this length of video. We had a 5 on the last one, so we're going to go to $60. We're going to drop a quarter onto that 5 and go to $60. We still have 10 people playing along in Crapsee. 6-5-1-2. Which is the all 7 set. L7 set is my set right now, Red Eye. Normally the hard way set is actually pretty good. I actually do good with the 3V, the hard way, and the L7. So those three sets, dice out. Kissing sets are normally not a good one for me for some reason. And we have the hard 8, the square pair. 4-4 hard 8. So let's bring that 8 up to $60 or $90, I'm sorry. So drop 30 onto it. 544 brought back to rack 315 on the table. 6512. Now, if I was at my home casino in Green Bay, this dice set would freak a lot of people out, because if they see sevens on the dice at all, they're during your setting, they do not like that. But I say tough titties. I really don't care. I will do whatever works out best for me at that particular time. Dice out. And we have a 639 center field 9. So 9 is starting to become a dominant number on this shooter. 6, 8s, and 9s for this shooter are doing really well. And what we're going to do with this now is we're going to bring the 9 up to $60 as well. So all the inside numbers are actually the ones that are hitting. We already hit 2 points. 1 point there. Anyhow, we're going to go to $60 on a 9. And stick with that hard L7 set. 6512. And all bet set. Dice out. Dice cross, hit the mixing bowl, 415. So hit the 5 again. That's going to go also up to $90. Marvel Fork, have a good day. You're welcome, my friend. Again, for those of you who have been sticking on watching today, I do appreciate the support. Make sure you do give me a thumbs up if you do like the videos. Right now we have 9 thumbs up. Also, guys, not mandatory whatsoever, guys, but super chats are always appreciated. Also, you guys will, you know, if you do want to help, that money is going to go to building that table, which is going to be my new video series coming up in a few weeks here. Dice out. Again, this is not about the money for me. This is about the practice. This is about the camaraderie, talking to people. 145 horse and buggy. You guys truly are my friends, my very few and only friends that I have in my entire life. Pretty sad, but it is what it is. I'm talking to a computer and people that talk back to me. But anyhow, we got the 5. That was a $105 payout on that one. We're going to go to 120 on that 5. And we got 6512. And dice out. And there we go. Hit that mixing bowl again, guys. 639. That'd be the 6, and this would be the 3. They did cross 639, center field 9. Throwing that number quite a few times on this shooter alone. So that's going to allow us to go to $90 on the 9. $87 brought back to the rack, $430 on the table right now. So this is definitely a recovery shooter. We're definitely making the money back a little bit that we lost earlier on. And guys, did I put that less? I'm gonna cancel out Crapsee here, guys. I don't remember if I put that bet in. I did enter the bet in, so I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to hit that button again. That was my apologies here. Again, I screwed up here, guys. Guys, I'm gonna give you a few seconds here to redo your bets. That was hit that button. That's my apologies. There we go. I'll let one or two more people get in here. Press that button, guys. There we go. Good. And I'm going to call a bet set here. Thank you. And I apologize for that, guys. That was a little bit of a mess up. Days out. And we have a 358. 8 came easy. One die, I believe the right die actually took off. It hit the back wall really close and it actually scooted straight up the wall towards me. So we are going to go to 120 on that 8. So we have our bets pressed up pretty far in some of these. This would be a good time now. If I was smart, which I have not been accused of being sometimes, I would actually reduce some of these bets down because we're trying to get some recovery back. You know what, guys? Let's do that one. So let's bring this. Let's go to there's $460 on the table right now. Let's bring our bets down. Let's go to 320. So that we're bringing some money back. We're going to 320 across bet level. So that way all of our bets are pressed up at least once, at least twice, or once here. Let's pick up $45 in pass line odds. So we have 335 on the table. So we actually brought back $125 to the rack and put that in our pockets here. And we're still at a decent level for our bets. So we have $50 on the 4 and 10, 5 and 9, and $60 on that 8 with $45 of pass line odds here. So I'll bet set. They out. And we got a 369 center field 9. So again, that was a calculated thing for myself here, guys, because we're in recovery. If we were not in recovery, I would have let the bets go, and that would have been a nice payout on that. But sometimes you got to make smart choices like that. So we're going to go right up to $90 on that. No, we're going to go. Yeah, let's go to $90 on that 9 right away, since we are hitting it. So we did do a partial collect there, and we're going to take rest money, put it on the table. So 375 on the table, 1,062 brought back to the rack, 6512, and all bets set. Thanks out. And we have 314 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So this is the longest I've had a show, I think, in all of the Level Up history. So this is definitely going on a lengthy roll here, a lengthy show. We're at 63 throws for the day. And that was a 4, so we're going to make the 4 look like $100. That comes with a $5 VIG. 6512. And all bets set. Dice out. They split apart when they left my fingers, guys, and the roll comes to an end with a 4-3-7. Ouch. So can't complain about that one, guys. We did reduce our bets a little bit here. So we made a profit of $735 off that shooter. We're one way away from hitting that tall bet, I believe. So let's look at our statistics here, and this will show you what we did for the day. We had 6 shooters. We had 18 and a 30 as our big ones. We had 2.7 outs, a 5 and a 7. So 2 average, 2 good, and 2 shitty or terrible rolls. We have an SOR of 10.7. We have an SRR of 5.3. So that's going to hurt our SRR average there, guys. 5, 6s, and 9s were our strong ones. We had 7 come out 7s today. I'm sorry, 6 come out 7s today. That's an amazing number. Box numbers are expected. Inside numbers are a little bit above expected. 4s and 10s are below today. Come out 7s are off the charts. Horns and fields are below expected. Hardways are below expected, and we're slightly on a light side play today. As far as statistics for brown belt, and this is through the end of last week, Friday, we have 1,665 throws for brown belt, a 9.67 SOR, a 7.22 SRR. We'll come back, we'll look at the chats here before we wrap it up really quick. And 4 6s in the first 7 rolls, then not another one. That is true there. Wondering why I'm on after 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I go live every morning, guys, at 8 a.m. Central Time. And that's Monday through Friday, and that's just the way it works for my schedule. And it also works for the other people, so that way I'm not impeding on other people's shows. Thank you, Alfredo. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Red Eye. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Roger. Everybody have a great day. Hey, this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a safe, great, and effective day. Have a good one.